Hey guys, so today I am going to show you how to trim up some pork ribs. Now, pork ribs come from that area right here, all the way up the back. And of course, this is your ham, and this is where pulled pork comes from, but that's for another time. Now, I actually got taught to do this by Corey Mikes and his dad Danny, and they are from Fat Boys Barbecue Team, a competition barbecue from Temple, Texas. Now, back in the day, Danny actually won the American Royal and the Jack. So I feel like I'm in pretty good hands learning this from them, and now I get to pass it on to you. So we're going to be trimming comp style, which means we're going to take away all the nasty silver skin, but basically try and get them as even and neat as possible. So grab a sharp knife, and here we go. So we're going to start with the tools that you'll need. You're going to need a boning knife. I like to use one about 5 inches, and something like this if you want. Now this one's by Gerber, and it's got replaceable blades, and I really just like it because it's great for trimming those little scraggly edges. So here's your rib rack. Grab a paper towel and pat it all dry. It just makes it easier to work with. And I opened this one and had a little surprise from the processing plant, so thanks for that. So we can make it work despite that, but yeah, still annoying. So you're going to want to trim and level out the top here. We're working on the end that has the thickest bones and just cutting away the extra fat and sinew and a little bit of meat as well, just to make it nice and even. And now you flip it over, and I'm using my thumb to figure out the gap in between the bones and cut the whole last bone away, which will give me a really nice, clean, straight edge. Now it comes to the flap. Now if you're not cutting for competition, you can leave this on if you want to. It's just extra meat. But if you're doing comp style, you're probably going to want to cut it away and just keep everything nice and neat. Now the membrane, the part that we all love to hate. So you can use a knife just to get the very corner started. And then grab a paper towel, which will just help you grip, and you should be able to pull it off in one go. Now, because mine had a knife cut down the back of it, you'll see it come off in 2 pieces. So now I have to go and start on the second bit, but just basically keep doing that until you get the whole lot off. I promise you, you'll get there in the end. And now we do a little clean up and trim away. See how sharp and great this little thing is? It's just handy, I like it. But if you don't have one, you can of course use a boning knife for this too. So now we're going to find the largest bone in the rack, and we're going to trim across the edge at the same level to even that all up. So we're going to try and get a really nice rectangle by doing this here, which I think I've achieved. So there you go, you can see we've got nice even edges. It's just this very end piece here that we're going to have to trim away. So I'm using my thumbs again to find the gap between the bones, and I'll take my boning knife and go straight down, nice clean cut. And you can save that extra meat for stock and things like that. So flip it back over, and you're going to do your very last finishing touches here. So just evening up edges and trimming little bits and pieces away. Don't get overboard, because before you know it, you'll cut back too much. So err on the side of caution. So a few last little snips. And there you go, a nice, neat rib rack. Now all you have to do is get cooking.